Hey guys, this is round one of a legendary cube draft, and we would like to play first. Okay, pretty slowish hand. We do have Lizolda plus Kokusho, which is fun, and Sabo's going to be strong late. I think we keep it though. No ramp or anything in our hand, but yeah, we'll lead with our Sandstep Citadel, obviously, because we're going to play tapped. We have all our colors because of Sandstep Citadel, so that's good. There's Temple of Triumph too, so we'll play that to scry right now. Since we don't have another play. Black Sun Zenith will probably be strong later, so I'll probably put it on top. We aren't going to be playing it for a while, especially if we play Lizolda. He'll have to deal with our Lizolda and do various other things before we decide to drop our Black Sun Zenith. But all right, there's the Black Sun Zenith. All right, so we're going to play Lizolda here. See if our opponent has one of the few counter spells in the format. Seems possible. Nope. All right. She can also sacrifice herself, like in a worst case scenario. If I have mana up, I can sacrifice her, do 2, and draw a card, which isn't the worst thing ever, especially if they're using a card on her. So it's not especially exciting either, admittedly, but okay, Krenko's not bad to draw. We'll swing with Lizolda. Our opponent off to an expectedly slow start. But he's probably going to play something eventually that'll be hard for us to bash through. But Krenko giving Lizolda a constant stream of goblins doesn't seem bad at all. So that seems like a good idea to me. Our Black Sun Zenith, like I said, will only be good if we fall behind on this board. And we really need to drop it. So we'll see if that needs to happen. Getting Sabo out there is like ideal. There is removal that can take him down. Okay, well, fair enough. We get our little changeling though. Krenko has been dealt with. See what our opponent has planned now. I wonder if he's stuck on 3 lands or has so many lands in his hand he can't decide which he wants to play. Well, he's not stuck on 3. Unfortunately, the Shapeshifter is colorless, so Lizolda sacrificing it does nothing. Okay, Azuri. That's a cool card. I wonder if he built his whole deck around it. It would be fun to do for sure. I saw it pretty late though, so I kind of doubt his whole deck's built around it. Yeah, it has to be under his control, so that's good. Ooh, Kamahl. We're almost there. All right, well, we're going to swing with Lizolda. I doubt he wants to trade. So we'll get in there. If we could get another creature out there, it wouldn't be hard to kill. Ooh, he does want to trade. I'm fine with that, I think. Too bad it's not the days of where you could put combat damage on the stack, though, but that's fine with me. We'll play a land, and we'll end our turn. I think we'd probably play Kamahl before we play Kokusho. Seems reasonable to me, anyway. And then playing Sabo, we want to do pretty early, I think. I mean, as soon as we can. Although it's probably better once his hand's empty and has a bunch of legendaries in play and we can just play Sabo and can't do anything about it. Okay, so we can play Kamahl here and just kill that thing. And I think that's probably what I'm going to do now that he's played a creature. So we'll play Kamahl. Right now our Black Sun Zenith is pretty bad for us, but we'll just kill that before it gets exalted or does any shenanigans, and we'll swing for 1 with the Shapeshifter token he gave us. So we can Zenith for 4, which would kill both our guys at this point. So again, we want to be in a situation where these guys are dead, and we have to use this sort of mop-up. But I like the insurance of having it in my hand. Gives us a way to deal with a lot of dudes late. Kamahl has him on a 5-turn clock right now, like no matter what he plays too, so that's pretty sweet. Okay, Thrun. is a nuisance, and he can regenerate forever, and he has the mana to do so. So we're just going to play Kokusho, who can fly over that, and just ping him with Kamahl or kill a creature he has with Kamahl when we get the chance. All right. Sabo would be fun to get in play. I mean, he can't... Oh, actually, he can kill even Thrun because it says... Yeah, oh, no, he has Hexproof. The regenerates just like gravy. Yeah, I forgot he has Hexproof. There's a reason he's the last troll, I guess. But we do have a pretty formidable board right now. One that'll get better in the near future. Unfortunately, Ashling's pretty crappy right now, so not really a good reason to play it. But Kamahl and Kokusho are very strong right now. Kamahl can kill a lot of creatures in the format, and Kokusho can fly over most things in the format. Okay. Well, that's interesting. He played Divine Reckoning. We're going to do 3 to him either way. So, I think I let Kokusho die here, because Kokusho dying will drop him down to 7 life. And us go up, we'll go up to 25, and we'll have Kamahl in play. And yeah, so I think we definitely choose Kamahl. And Kokusho does his thing. Part of what makes him so good is you get value out of him even when something like that happens. So we go up to 25, and our opponent is dead to Kamahl in the very near future. So that is good for us. We can actually play Mikaeus now. And I think we probably do. There's not really a reason not to. It'll give... No, Kamal's a human, so he won't get any bonuses. But it'll give us more damage. If he Divine Reckonings again, I mean, that means we win, basically. So I'm not too concerned about that. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and play Mikaeus here. His Intimidate means he's, got good evasion right now, so... I think that seems reasonable. And we'll just leave Kamahl back to hit him for 3 at the end of his turn, and theoretically we can kill him with Mikaeus in the near future. I mean, if he flashbacks Divine Reckoning right here, it won't really accomplish anything. I guess it can buy him 1 more turn. No, it can't. I would ping him with Kamahl. Ooh, Detention Sphere. That'll do some stuff. I'm guessing he hits Kamahl here. Wow. Going after Mikaeus, huh? That's interesting. All right. I don't think I got any enchantment hate. I saw a disenchant late. Probably should have taken it. All right, so we're going to ping him for 3. We can play Sabo now, and I don't really see a reason not to, although I guess... No, I mean, we have cleanup in the event that, he somehow stops us, so I think we just played Sabo here. We can get him to 1, like, no matter what, basically, unless he gains life, of course, but... yeah, so Sabo gets out there. If he wants to cast Divine Reckoning here, I mean... I don't think it would bother me a whole lot. Ooh, he's repealing his Detention Sphere, giving me back Mikaeus. So he wants to hit Sabo with it. He also gets to draw a card from it. But he is down to that 1 card, plus the one he draws on his turn. All right, Mikaeus is back. Sabo has Undying. I kind of forgot about that little piece of gravy with Mikaeus. But Detention Sphere will still kill Sabo all the same, so... But he gives me a creature with Intimidate and a way to do 3 damage. I mean, it seems like he's in a bad position basically no matter what happens here. We can kill Thrun. I mean, if he drew really well, then I think he's probably pretty happy. But yeah, that Divine Reckoning when Kokusho was in play worked out pretty well for us. Let's see what he's got if he has a way to stop our roll here. Okay, he's Divine Reckoninging again, which leaves him at 1 land. So here I think I ping him for 1 and keep Mikaeus. I mean, ping him for 3. Although if we just untap with Kamal, we win too. So, and actually, I like to keep both of these because of Undying. So maybe I do get rid of Kamal. That way I keep both of these creatures. So I'll choose Mikaeus. Yeah, that seems good. All right, so he just comes back. Better than ever. All right, and we win. Okay, well, that was pretty overwhelming game one. We did pretty well there. Our deck came out the gates pretty fast, and Kamal ended up being the win condition, which was pretty sweet. I don't think we really changed anything. Akuda, I mean, he does have that board sweeper, which is good for us to know now. He didn't have like a sweet planeswalker for us to steal and use the ability of not one that we saw anyway. So I think we just leave things the same. Pithing Needle. I guess we could turn off Thrun's regeneration, but that's not exciting. I would have to see like a huge, like 2 or 3 big problem creatures with activated abilities to side in that needle. So yeah, leave things as is. Maybe we'll have just as good of luck in game 2. Not a bad start. We have early removal, ways to control the board early, so we have more of a control hand this time, and then we slap Mikaeus down later. So we'll keep that. We'll play our Wooded Foothills first. It'll get us white, so which is good. All right. We got both our board sweepers and Urza's Rage, which we'll probably have to use to do 3 to something, I would guess. But we'll see. Our opponent did have the Tension Sphere too, which is worth remembering. Ooh, there's that thing, which I'm excited to play. I'll probably get Godless Shrine, so I have double black for Wretched Confluence. So, yeah. So I'll get Godless Shrine. Wait, can I get Godless Shrine? What am I talking about? I don't know if I can get Sig. Okay, that doesn't concern me a whole lot. He just gives Merfolks, yeah, Island Walk and stuff. Okay, so we'll sacrifice our Foothills. We do have Sacred Foundry. That's what we have to get, basically. So that's what we'll get. Get our white. Okay, good. We drew our second black anyway. So now we can go and be able to play our Smoldering Marsh untapped. And we also have 3 black for Mikaeus. No, we don't. We have 2. So good math. All right, so we'll play this mountain in the turn. Sig's going to beat us up a little while. We can kill him if he becomes a problem, but I'll probably use it on a more problematic creature. We don't mind our opponent sort of building up their board with a bunch of little dudes right now because it'll make Blasphemous Act pretty great for us. Okay, we're going to have to use Urza's Rage on that, I think, because it does endlessly get larger. I mean, we could do it in response to the ability. But if he plays a second land, he can use it twice. So I think I'd rather just get rid of it. So we're just going to cast Urza's Rage here in my main phase. In the turn. That would have become a problem. I mean, even with Blasphemous Act, I mean, slowing down his development while we know we have these great cards in our hands seems pretty legit. Our Wretched Confluence can get us some ridiculous stuff going. Okay, Thrun. Great, Thrun's back. So I'll probably be casting Black Sun Zenith for 4 at some point in the near future, I would guess. There's Krenko. Do I bother playing Krenko right now, or do I wait till I resolve Black Sun Zenith for 4 next turn? I have triple black now, and Krenko would benefit from Mikaeus. So right now this costs 7, which we don't have. So if he plays a couple creatures here, we may just go for Blasphemous Act instead. But I think we just let things happen. If he plays another creature that can be taken out by Black Sun Zenith and we get a 3-for-1, we're going to be pretty happy. Because Thrun can't regenerate from -1/-1. Play something we can kill. Finest Hour. Wow. This is going to hurt. We can't really do anything about that. So he's going to get to hit us twice. But yeah, we're definitely going to have to cast Black Sun Zenith. Yeah. So hits us for 5 here. I mean, we could also just use Wretched Confluence to kill all of them. Both of them, I should say. That's what I mean by all of them. All right, so we are getting destroyed this game so far. Ooh, I did my math wrong. Yeah, I can only Black Sun Zenith for 3. So I'm going to have to use Wretched Confluence again in my main phase for concerns about spells he may have. And we're going to have to use the Confluence to do -2, -2, and -2 there as well. And then that'll give us time, to get mana for Black Sun Zenith and Blasphemous Act to be a little more powerful. But yeah, we're going to have to use this now. He may have a trick or something. I don't know the cards in this format well enough. So we're going to go... Ooh, that's a handy little thing. So we don't want to do that at all. We want to do this 3 times. So we will cast it. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I kind of forgot about freaking Hexproof. Okay, so I think we're just dead. I mean, we could play Krenko to block for us, which I guess is what I'm going to do. But we still die in his second combat. Should I do something else with Wretched Confluence? I don't think so. You could also just play... Yeah, I think we're dead. I don't think we can do anything to get out of this. So we'll play Krenko, but he'll swing once, we'll block it, and then he can swing with everything in the second main phase, so that's not good for us. We would be able to cast Blasphemous Act next turn, but that'll be too late. Should have played Krenko last turn, clearly. Okay, well, that's interesting. Protection. Right. Okay, well, we are dead, in fact, so I'm just going to scoop. That one went much differently than game 1. We got a slower hand, and that was bad against that opponent with the hand he got. Still don't think we changed anything. Pithing Needle, we saw another creature with a good activated ability. Freaking Thrun, man. If anything but Thrun had been that creature. Do we want Tajik just because he can block stupid Exalted creatures forever? Maybe we do. Exalted does seem to be a thing in his deck. So maybe I put him in and cut Exava. Yeah, let's do that. Seems all right. Okay, on to game 3. Fun format so far, though. Definitely weird stuff going on. Our opponent made that Exalted enchantment work pretty well there because we just couldn't get one of our early creatures. Okay, we don't have any black. We do have an Expunge, which is good against him, though. But we do have Tajik, who's also good against him, and an early removal spell, so I think we keep it. Black is our most prevalent color in our deck, so... We also have Gisela, so if we can get there, we'll be happy. I haven't seen our Chromatic Lantern or Mind Stone to help us ramp into those big things yet, but we will someday, surely. Tajik will be hard for his deck to kill because he's got basically. Ooh, drawing Kokusho is not great when we can't cast him. Hopefully, we don't have to cycle Expunge at some point. Okay, Farseek, which is a good fixing card for sure, and ramp. I saw it early and thought about it. So he's got all his colors now. We're just going to hold on to Urza's Rage, obviously. Okay, we're going to Temple of Triumph. The Scry seems pretty valuable, and we will put that on top. We want black. It'll make our Expunge a thing, and we're closer to casting Kokusho that way as well. We have 5 mana. We're going to draw our 6th already, so... Okay, Rofellos. Pretty gross. I think I fire Urza's Rage at him instead of Expunge, because Expunge can kill like all of his creatures, so we will in fact cast Urza's Rage. Don't want him ramping into crazy stuff, so that's what I would like to avoid. Okay, so I think we play our Godless Shrine and Tajik here. We don't want to pay 2. There's not really a reason to at this point. We'll just play Tajik, who is indestructible, which is nice right now. We're not super far away from being able to cast Gisela. We need to draw one more land to make that happen, so... All right, our opponent now rampant growthing. Yeah, so did we see all these colors in earlier games? I'm not sure if we did. Okay, another double black card, which is annoying, but we are in the area where if we just draw a land of any kind, we can cast Gisela. So that's good. And we will swing with that dude, play our land. We'll have Expunge ready to use on any creature that's a problem. Okay, Thrun. Except for Thrun, which our opponent gets every game, but Tajik can block it all day. So, oh yeah. So, I think I play Kokusho first. If he wastes removal on Kokusho, we're pretty happy. We get value anyway, and then Gisela will be awesome. And plus, if we play Gisela next turn, we can swing with Kokusho and do 10. So that seems pretty good. So yeah, we'll play Kokusho here. And we'll end our turn. We can block Thrun all day. So we're happy about it. Detention Sphere, unfortunately, would make Kokusho sad, but most other things I think we're okay with. Okay, that doesn't worry me too much. So we can play Gisela this turn, and we know we're going to hit him for 10. So gives that persists. I mean, that's cool with me. Yeah, okay. All right, so it's Gisela time, who is probably one of the bigger bombs in our deck. We got her pretty late, too, but she was right for our deck. So we play Gisela here. Swing for 10. Ooh, we could also swing with Tajik here and kill Thrun. That's probably worth doing. And if he doesn't take it, he just takes even more damage. So we wouldn't lose Tajik. We wouldn't lose anything, yeah. So Gisela is pretty crazy. We got value out of her anyway, and we're gonna kill Thrun because of Gisela. And we still have Expunge in our hand, so I think we're in pretty great shape. If he kills Kokusho, he goes to 3. So Tajik was a good card to side in. I kind of was thinking about Exalted more than I was thinking about Thrun, but we did see Thrun every game, so I should have been thinking about him too. What's he got for us? Wrath of God. Okay, well that drops him to 3, like I said. Takes us up to 25. We can immediately play a creature. We're lucky he didn't have something he could Cauldron of Souls right there. Oh, and Tajik lives forever also. I forgot about that. So we will swing for 2 with our indestructible Tajik. We're going to hold on to this card in our hand just for the swamp, that is. And we'll play Ashling too, so put even more pressure on him. I did not keep Expunge up, which was a... Oh, I couldn't unless I played the swamp that was in my hand, so could be worse. See if he has something here. We don't have a way to win in the sky, and he can give his creatures persist, which is annoying. So he does have to play 2 creatures here to survive, though. There's 1. All right. There is 1 creature. And there is 2. So he managed to play 2 creatures. The good news is... All right. He does that. What is the good news? I don't know that there is any now. That's pretty good, though. We have to play our swamp now. But that's okay with me. So we'll play Mikaeus, who can swing through. You know, he's got the evasion. Um, and this has Undying now. There's still no reason to attack. Actually, I guess there is. No, there's not, because he can just double block and give both his guys persist, which would mean that they can't come back to life again, which is okay. I think it's probably better, though, to wait to swing and then cast Expunge in response to him giving them persist on whichever one I'm more concerned about. Vorel and Uzuri work really well together, unfortunately. So that's annoying. This is a human, and this is an elf, but so Vorel can't swing at us. I don't see why he would swing at us with Vorel, though. I guess this is what an experience counter looks like. My first time encountering that. Let's see what he's got for us now. Fact or fiction? Okay, well, he's digging for some answer. Ooh, Detention Sphere. Not what we want to see. We're happy giving him everything except Detention Sphere, so we're going to make that happen. So we'll put all of these into his hand. I'm sure he takes the Detention Sphere over anything else, because he can use it to kill our guy who's about to kill him. So, but you know, at least we keep him from getting 4 other cards. So. He took the Detention Sphere. Whoa, he did not take the Detention Sphere. He may have other removal, but I think we still did the right thing. He must have other removal since he did that, right? He has Explore in his hand, we know. Okay. Not what we really want to see. I think I probably just swing with everything here. We're not in a huge amount of danger. He's only got so many blockers. He'll become a 7/7 if he lets us get to combat. And he may not be letting us get to combat. Okay, Beast Within. Okay. Our opponent making us work to take this last life away from him. That's for sure. So we don't swing now. We may end up losing this one. Our opponent may make a comeback. I mean, the good news is he's only got 15 cards left. We're at 25 life, and he hasn't played anything that's a huge problem yet, although Uzuri's making things into problems, so that's annoying. Yeah, and he can just make his guys even bigger, too. So we really need to get one of our evasive threats. He's killed 2 of them. Beacon of Destruction would be fine with me. Our Expunge is getting pretty bad. At some point, we may just have to use it cycle it. But I'm not ready to do that just yet. I mean, if I draw a second removal spell, I can make him use the Cauldron and use one and then use the other to get rid of, you know, whatever's the biggest problem. What else do we have in our deck that can just win us the game, like, on the spot? He is making his dudes big, but we still have Tajic, so... but he can start swinging with that in the near future. So I think we swing with everything this turn, which seems a little crazy. Yeah, maybe we don't, because Sig can get protection. Yeah, it's probably not worth it. That is one way for us to try to get around this nonsense. We just eventually have more dudes in our opponent. I mean, he's at 1, so if we can make enough goblin tokens, we'll eventually swing around him. Okay, Krenko. All right, so he's going to make one of his dudes even bigger. The good news is, like, Expunge isn't completely useless. We can slow our clock by making him use Cauldron of Souls. So that seems pretty useful. So he's going to pump Sig up. He'll probably pump Sig up again. I'll probably use Expunge on Sig this turn. If he decides to swing. If he doesn't swing, then maybe I don't. He can just give it protection, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that sucks. If he gives it... How much white mana does he have? He has 2. So he's probably going to give it protection from red or white. But then I can double block it, I guess, with maybe... No, I don't know. Maybe I should just be waiting to draw my Beacon of Destruction and cast in my Expunge. Cash in all my card draw. Because if I can't kill Sig, then things aren't so good. And I can't because we don't have an island. So unless he gives it protection, maybe we'll luck out and eventually he'll tap all his white, I guess. So I don't think I'm going to cash in. Okay, we'll play our Marsh. We are drawing all of our lands at an inopportune time. We really want to draw our Beacon. Our black spell where we can choose 3 modes would also be pretty good right now. So yeah. Are we just dead? I think we might just be dead. He can't give protection of enough colors, I don't think, yet. We have a green card, so we can survive one more turn. So I think I am going to have to cash in Expunge. I should have killed Vorel earlier to prevent... Oh, he would have used Cauldron of Souls, so it wouldn't have really mattered. I don't think. So what color is he choosing? Oh, we can choose 4 colors. So I think we are dead. If he uses Vorel. Interesting. He only chose red. We can't... So we can't block with a Goblin right away, but... Freaking Sig, man. Gonna destroy our souls. Depending on what our opponent does, we may be able to get in for 1 damage this turn. But we're definitely blocking with our beast token here. I think I have to cash in Expunge if I want to have any hope of winning. We can use Krenko to put another land dude into play, is what I'm trying to say. So if our opponent doesn't play a creature here and doesn't have removal, 2 big ifs, we can get in for lethal. Especially if he's tapping that guy down too. He may be about to use his card that will blow up the whole board, but in response to it, we would have been able... He didn't do it, but we would have been able to use Expunge. So let's see what he's got for us. Looks to me like we should be able to get in for 1 damage. I mean, we have to do it because that Sig's going to kill us. He has white up to give a protection from black, so I think I cash in the Expunge, try to draw something else that can help us here, because he's going to kill us next turn, basically no matter what we do. And Expunge is pretty useless right now. So, I mean, I could use it to kill this, but this thing's big enough to kill us in 1 swing now anyway. So yeah, we're going to cycle. This has been a crazy game. Our opponent's about to one-shot us with a Sig here. Ooh, that can just win us the game right away, so... If she resolves... I forgot about Lizolda. If she resolves, we should have the game. Because worst case scenario, like even if he nukes the whole board or something, she can be sacked to herself. Don't gain life. Don't gain life, man. Don't do it. What else could you be doing? Oh, no. Wow. We just got time stopped for the win. Yeah, that does it. I mean, Sig's going to kill us. He'll give it protection from red and black, and that's all he needs to do. We didn't draw a card that can help us. Makes me wish I'd held on to Expunge because I could have used it now in response, but I didn't think about time stop. So we lost in round 1. Our deck's pretty strong. I mean, we got our opponent down to 1. Round 1, match 1, we just killed him, but time stop just wins him the game. So we lose round 1.